The Return of the Department of War documentary. On September 5, 2025, President Donald Trump signed Executive Order 200, officially restoring Department of War as a secondary title for what has been known as the Department of Defense since 1949. This move has sparked intense debate across the political spectrum and within military circles about what this name change truly represents. CNN's reporting described the president's rationale. Trump told reporters in the Oval Office that Department of War was a more appropriate name, especially in light of where the world is today. The signing ceremony featured Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs Dan Kane as witnesses to this historic moment. According to the White House fact sheet, this executive order represents the administration's effort to restore the historic name that served America's military establishment for over 150 years. However, major news outlets have been quick to point out the limitations and implications of this change. NBC News emphasized a crucial distinction. The directive will not rename the Defense Department, which would require congressional approval, but it will make the Department of War the secondary title. This means the official name remains unchanged without legislative action, a constitutional requirement that even presidential executive orders cannot circumvent. The Washington Post reported that this move reflects more than mere rebranding. According to their analysis, the administration believes this name more accurately reflects the mission of the men and women serving in uniform today. Yahoo News provided additional context, noting that the president wants to convey that the U.S. military is not just about defense, but offense too. MSNBC's opinion coverage took a more critical stance, arguing that this rebranding says a lot about Trump's worldview and represents more than a shallow rebrand. The network's analysis suggests this reflects a fundamental shift in how the administration views America's military role globally. To understand the significance of this change, we must journey back to 1947. For over 150 years, from the founding of the Republic until the aftermath of World War II, America's military was indeed overseen by the Department of War. The original department was established to manage the Continental Army and naval forces of the new nation. The transformation came through the National Security Act of 1947, signed by President Harry S. Truman. This landmark legislation didn't just change a name. It fundamentally restructured American military organization. The act split the old War Department into separate Army and Air Force departments, unified under a new national military establishment. According to Defense Department historical records, this new structure was renamed the Department of Defense on August 10, 1949. The name change reflected America's post-war posture, a nation that had emerged as a global superpower but wanted to emphasize defensive rather than aggressive intentions during the early Cold War period. Fox News highlighted the historical precedent, noting that the U.S. employed the Department of War title for its military agency until 1949, when it was renamed the Department of Defense in accordance with a series of massive reforms. Al Jazeera's coverage emphasized that the original name changes were made through an act of Congress, the same legislative process required for any permanent alteration today. The immediate effects of Trump's executive order have been swift and visible. NBC News documented how signage around the Department of Defense offices were quickly changed to Department of War to match President Trump's rebrand of the organization, including Secretary Pete Hegseth's nameplate. However, the practical implications extend far beyond office signage. Military Times reported that some of President Trump's closest supporters on Capitol Hill proposed legislation that would codify the new name into law. This congressional action would be necessary to make the change permanent and legally binding. Axios provided strategic context, explaining that the move is seen by many as the Trump administration's way of instilling a warrior ethos in the military under Hegseth. This cultural shift represents one of the most significant aspects of the rebranding, a potential transformation in military identity and purpose. The broader implications of this change ripple through multiple dimensions of American policy and international relations. Domestically, the name change signals a return to what supporters see as a more honest assessment of military capabilities and intentions. Critics argue it represents an unnecessarily aggressive posture that could escalate global tensions. From a diplomatic perspective, international allies and adversaries are closely watching how this symbolic change translates into actual policy shifts. The name Department of War carries historical weight that extends beyond American borders, potentially influencing how other nations perceive and respond to U.S. military activities worldwide. Military personnel themselves find themselves at the center of this transformation. The emphasis on warrior ethos that Axios reported could reshape training protocols, recruitment strategies, and the overall culture within the armed forces. This cultural shift may prove more significant than the name change itself. The constitutional and legal dimensions of this change highlight the complex relationship between executive power and legislative authority. While the president can direct the use of secondary titles through executive order, permanent institutional changes require congressional approval, a reminder of the checks and balances built into American governance. As this story continues to unfold, the Department of War Restoration Act of 2025, introduced by Republican lawmakers, will serve as a test of congressional support for making this change permanent. The legislation represents the next phase in what could become one of the most significant military reorganizations since the 1947 National Security Act. Whether this marks a temporary symbolic gesture or the beginning of a fundamental shift in American military identity remains to be seen. What is certain is that the return of the Department of War name, even as a secondary title, represents a pivotal moment in the ongoing evolution of America's military establishment and its role in an increasingly complex global landscape. The debate over names and symbols often reflects deeper questions about national purpose and identity. As America grapples with these questions in the 21st century, the restoration of the Department of War name serves as both a link to the past and a signal about the administration's vision for the future of American military power.